YouTube, what it do? Back again, man. Back again. Yup. It's been a little minute. Think I went home. A little home time. Came back out on the road. I think this is my third week. Nah, it's my second week out. 2 weeks down. 2 more to go. I'll be back home for Mother's Day and little festivities and whatever. It's Easter weekend this weekend. I got something planned up. I'm already booked up. So the week is done and dusted. The money is already counted for. Next Monday or Monday coming up, we'll start again on a new fresh week. I really don't pick loads Monday, but I do drop. So Mondays I really don't really work per se, I guess, you know. I don't pick and drop, I'll just drop and then chill until early Tuesday morning, deadhead to my pickup, and that's pretty much how I start my week. But today the video is about tips and methods when negotiating a load with a broker. It's not gonna be too long, I don't think. It's pretty straightforward, to be honest, but I think a lot of guys may not know or probably don't even want to know. A lot of guys don't even like dispatching their own loads. I get it. I'm the way too sometimes. It's kind of been not hit or miss, but with dispatchers as an owner operator, you know, they still, like my first dispatcher, I've only had 2. My first one, I think he lasted about 3 weeks until I had to get him out of here. You know what I mean? Fired him, you know, like, no, you're not cutting it. You're not getting the job done. He kept on. The lows, he didn't start off too bad, but I remember one weekend, it was Labor Day last year, he tried to give me some TQL load that was like 4 drops or something ridiculous. And I was just like, no, because it was out of New Orleans, out of Slidell, Louisiana, which is like the New Orleans area. And then it was ping-ponging too much. I was like, no, why is it? It's not going in order. I was like, if it was going in order, I might have taken it. But it was taking me here, then taking me back there, then taking me across there to go back there. I'm like, oh, no. We're not doing that. And we kind of got in an argument. You know, he 3-wayed me with the broker. He's like, oh, he's on the line. How much do you want? Tell him. And I think I said some number. And he was agreeing to the number. I was like, damn, I don't even want the load. You know what I'm saying? So I think I said something ridiculous. I was like, you know, $5,000. I get it done for you. And then he hung up the phone. He said, all right, nah, I can't make it happen. And then when I got on the phone with my dispatcher was like, no, we can't do business like that. I was like, man, that's why I came into business for myself. One of the reasons. So I can pick and choose what and what I don't want to do, and I'm not doing that multi-drop load. I thought we should have been able to get something better. You know, and that was my understanding. And from that day, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this myself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look on the load board and, you know, search it myself. Let me get the tablet out for you guys, because I'm gonna use that to help, because I don't use my phone. I use this thing right here. It's a tablet. It's an iPad. You can use anything. I'll just use the iPad. This iPad, little story behind it. Actually, I don't even like iPads, but I had me a little girlfriend. You were my girlfriend, but you get the, you know, a girl that's a friend. And we used to do some stuff together, and, you know, she had said, oh, you know what I want? We used to go back and forth buying each other, like, food, because she couldn't cook that good. So we'll go out, I'll pay this week, and then she'll pay this the next time, like that. So when it got to holiday season, she was like, you know what, I want an iPad. And I told her, I want a PS5, and we were supposed to exchange gifts. But my birthday is in the holiday season around Christmas. And I told her, hey, I'm finna go to, I think I was going to Myrtle Beach that year. And I told her, hey, I'm going to Myrtle Beach. If you want to come, let's go. If not, then I ain't going by myself. Somebody's going to come with me. You know what I mean? So I ended up going with another girl, and she didn't like that. And she ghosted me, which I really don't care. You know, I already clapped her plenty of times, so and I got videos of all of that, so I can care less, you know what I mean? But this came from that because she said she wanted an iPad, a yellow one. I didn't get her a yellow iPad. I got her an iPad with a yellow case, you know what I mean? Being frugal and stuff. So that's why I got a yellow case on this iPad. I don't like the color yellow, and I really don't like iPads, but it actually came back to be a blessing because this iPad, I make a lot of money off of it. Damn, do I have a case on there or something? Like I scratched it. That's some gunk or something. But yeah, this iPad came back very useful when I eventually got my truck. And now I dispatch myself. This thing right here is the key, man. This is the key right here. You need a tablet, all right? So if you're gonna dispatch yourself, get a tablet. That's rule number one. You need a tablet because your phone's not gonna cut it. Because you need your phone to call, and you need your phone to look up the GPS. Like when you're on Google Maps, you need your phone. You need your phone. You can't have your phone scrolling for loads and then switching to another app and looking at, okay, how many miles is it actually? Because a lot of times they'll post the mileage on there and you might not know where it is. You might want to see, okay, how far is it from me, or how far is the which direction is the deadhead? Is it deadheading me towards the direction I'm going, or I might have to double back? Whereby double back for me is when I'm at one location right here, and then doubling back means I'm gonna go up north to go pick the load. Let's say 60 miles, and then I'm gonna have to deadhead back down to deliver the load. That's doubling back. So sometimes if it's doubling back, you might want to avoid that. You don't want to do that all the time. You know what I mean? Only in certain situations where it's maybe tough to find a load, you might double back. But usually you want to be in one location, driving all the way to the location that you're going to already be dropping off at. Like, let's say if you're in Pennsylvania and you're headed towards Atlanta, you want to get a load that's picking up south of where you're at right now, not north. Because if you go north, you're going to have to double back down south. So you're going to try to find a load that's south so that you're already going in the direction that the load is going to deliver, right? So that makes more sense. Even if you have to deadhead down, you know, you're like, all right, well, you know, I'm deadheading towards where I'm dropping off. So it's not that bad, right? So you want to have your phone free for that. So you want to have your phone free for the GPS to look that up, to calculate the calculator as well, to calculate miles or money or rate, you know, see how much you're actually getting on the rate. And also another tip is when you're using DAT load board, right? The DAT load board, the infamous DAT load board. It's the only load board I use, one I swear by, right here. Here we go. DAT is gonna ask me if you want to join Hatchback. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I don't know if I get flagged for that, but yeah, this is the load board right here. You log in, you look for loads, you know, scroll. That's a load already booked. Right here, you scroll, put in the origin or whatever, all that stuff. We'll look at this more in depth in a little bit. But yeah, so another tip and trick when you're using DAT load board is when you're using the app, you want to use DAT load board in the browser. That's how you get the full experience of DAT in the browser, all right? Browser, guys. By browser, hold on, let me put the password in. Okay, I got the Touch ID. It opened up. So the browser, guys. By browser, I mean the browser. Like this, you see this is the browser. So you come here and you type in DAT and you log in through there, right? That's what you want to. That's where you want to access the DAT load board. Not on the app. The app, you're not getting the full experience of the. I don't know. It's not software of the application, the site, right? You know what I mean? So you want to log in on the browser. So you see already how that's going to be a problem. So you're going to have like too many apps open on your phone. So you want to have a separate device or have two phones where you can log in. But this is better because a tablet's better because it's big. See how it's big? You know, it's really big. You can really see stuff and touch it and scroll and move. And it's a lot. You're able to have a better user experience. You know what I mean? So that's why you want to have a tablet when you're booking loads by yourself using DAT load board. And also you can see more loads because when you're using the app, you don't see all the loads. But when you open it through the browser, you get full access to all the loads that are being offered on DAT, right? So as far as tiers goes, there's about 3 or 4 tiers, I think. There's the cheapest one, it's like $50 a month. There's the one I have, which is like $100 a month. And then there's I think there's like 2 more tiers. I think one for like $250 and then one for like maybe $500 or something like that. If you're just dispatching for yourself, hold on guys, I'm trying to log into this real quick because we're about to reference it in this video. Okay, so continue. Go ahead, log in. So I'm logging in with my Touch ID. I got mine's all activated. All on, you know, because you want to be quick. You don't want to be typing in passwords all the time. Have your password saved in. This is my tablet. I'm the only one who uses it. So, boom, here we go, guys. Yeah, so you can see the load board. So back what I was saying, the tiers. Get the $100 one. I think it's $150 or $100. The one above the cheapest one is what I get. You know, you need that one because it's gonna give you, the cheapest one doesn't give you, the cheap one gives you access to all the loads, and I'm not sure if the cheapest one gives you multiple tabs. So you'll have multiple tabs here. You can see here a tab. I don't know, it's just kind of, you know what I mean, but you see the tabs. So those are different tabs in the load board. I can't, on mine I can only open 2. So when you get the tier that I'm on, you get access to those tabs. Those tabs are good because you might be looking up, I usually book 2 loads at a time, right? So I'll book the load that I'm picking up and then I'll book the load for tomorrow once I drop off the one that I'm picking up today, right? So 1 load in advance. So if I'm looking at a load today, I can also be looking at the load tomorrow and checking that one and refreshing it as well and checking them both. Or if I'm in one location, I can be looking for a load that's going to one place, right? Let's say I'm in Pennsylvania, in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I can look up one load in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania that's going to Atlanta, Georgia. And then I can also look at one load in Harrisburg, one set of loads that is going from Harrisburg to South Carolina. So you'll have that benefit that, okay, I don't have to keep on retyping searches. So you already have it. All you have to do is switch, refresh, and you just refresh. You refresh it by clicking this button right here. It'll refresh it. Boom, right there. That'll refresh the loads. And these are the tabs that I was talking about. Boom, boom. So that's helpful too. With you get that with the tier above the cheapest tier. That's another benefit, right? And then the most important benefit is here with this tier. You get this thing right here. Oh, hold on, guys, because this thing want to act all funny. You get this thing here that's called the 30-day average, guys. This here, or no, it's usually here. 30-day average. Yeah, 30-day average. Right? That's so important when negotiating, right? Because you as an owner operator or as a business owner or a fleet owner or whatever, as someone who's in the trucking industry and who's booking loads off the spot market, you'll have your cost per mile, right? So like for my truck, it costs around $1.30, right, to run this truck, to break even, right? So anything above $1.30, I'm in the green. I'm making money on that.